Hey guys. So this video's title was a little bit of clickbait because after several months of analysis worldwide from by multiple different countries, it's finally been confirmed as of now that one Rafale might have been shot down by a Pakistani J-10C and with a PL-15 missile. So this is gonna be a bit of a rambling rant by us, the Angry Birds family, about just how stupid it is that the internet is just flooded with Pakistani propaganda everywhere. We're watching like videos on YouTube about how Indonesia's procuring dozens of Rafales, and like the comment sections are just full of crying Pakistani keyboard warriors, all like, "What? Oh my God! But the J10C Pakistan proved that Rafale is trash. Omega lol. How could Indonesia be so stupid? What? Didn't they check social media before making their decisions?" Someone needs to just get it into the Pakistani keyboard warriors' heads that four-star generals at procurement in like every country don't make decisions based on YouTube comment sections. Uh, they do actual stuff like flight tests and weapons tests and looking at classified specs from both the J10C and the Rafale before they make decisions. They also, of course, Indonesia's looking for technology transfers too, because they have their own fifth gen stealth fighter they want to build called the I-22, and they're gonna need tech transfers to make that happen. Um, it's really pathetic. Just like the amount of brain rot there is regarding this alleged Rafale shoot down incident has like just. It's like I feel forced to have to defend India here, and you know, India is not one of my favorite countries, but I just really, really need to just defend the truth here because, it's insane. Pakistan, during the brief 3 day war that happened, it was like May 7th to 10th of 2025. Pakistani social media was claiming, "Oh my God, we shot down 6 Rafales with J10C. Ha ha ha. Yeah, France, take that, France. Yeah, your fighters are trash. China is so awesome." And so the problem was that Pakistani ethno-nationalist edgelords on social media were passing off like video game footage and like AI generated images as like real evidence that the J10C was turned into trash. And the worst part is that a magazine in the United States called The National Interest, which is run by people of the Epstein ethnicity, it was founded by Irving Kristol of the Epstein ethnicity, who was, the father of Bill Kristol, one of the lobbyists that successfully got George W. Bush to do Operation Iraqi Freedom. This is the problem with the Epstein ethnicity. The Epstein ethnicity always spreads lies that harm everyone, but they couldn't do positive good for everyone. Even if they tried, it's like how the lobbyist Pierre Spray, who was also of the Epstein ethnicity, just successfully flooded the internet with disinformation propaganda about how horrible the F-35 is and that we should just cancel it and replace it with single engine fighters that armed with nothing but a cannon and a commercial radio set. Because, of course, guys, self-proclaimed military experts that spend all day going on Russian propaganda channels know more about what the future of military aircraft than for any four-star general at the Pentagon. And the problem is, all this disinformation about the F-35 spread by Pierre Spray has also been amplified by other journalists of the Epstein ethnicity at magazines like, Bloomberg and Vanity Fair, which, Laserpig has a very low opinion on. Bro, I fucking love Laserpig. Laserpig has excellent quotes regarding the situation. you know, when he was talking about how, everybody was shocked that Russia is losing this war in Ukraine. It's like, how is it possible? And Laserpig goes, the problem wasn't that the experts were wrong. The problem was that the experts weren't actually experts. Yeah. And, for the record, Pakistani nationalist edgelords who are probably going to be flooding my comment section, with their rambling opinions, even if one Rafale was shot down with J-10C, because, that's what all the evidence says. Initially, the evidence suggests that, there's no evidence that even a single Rafale was shot down. Now there's, evidence that maybe one might shot down. But, dude, that doesn't prove anything. That doesn't prove that Rafale is trash, omega lol. That can be attributed to dumb luck, just as much as it can be attributed to, freaking pilot error or something. It doesn't prove that the J-10C is an inherently better plane, or that the PL-15 is an amazing missile. I mean, that being said, I'm not saying the J-10C is a horrible plane. I mean, okay, yeah, the J-10C and the PL-15 and whatnot, they're decent, I would say, for their class, 4.5 gen. They are probably a match for the Rafale. But to say that they're infinitely superior is just nonsense. And I just, every time, I'm writing in the comment section, about French airplanes, because, something that's shocked me was France actually canceled their FCAS program, their 6th gen fighter program. And it's dude, just fucking get, F-35s from the United States. If you can't expect Dassault to have an actual plane fully combat ready by 2040, just fucking get F-35s. France is the only US ally that's capable of fielding all 3 F-35 variants, the A, B, and C. Yeah, but there's going to be plenty of self-proclaimed military experts that just mindlessly regurgitate Peter spray propaganda that are going to say, no, the F-35 is a horrible plane. You must cancel it. It's horrible. It's a waste of money. The F-35 is such a horrible plane, guys. We should cancel it, despite every other country in the world building their own 5th and 6th gen stealth fighters. Japan, South Korea, China, Russia, India, Turkey, Italy, the UK, and yes, the US. Yes, despite all these countries building their own 5th and 6th gen stealth fighters, with China even building one that they cynically named the J-35, which looks just like the F-35. Yes, we just should absolutely cancel the F-35. Absolutely, guys. Peter Spray knows best, not 4-star generals at the Pentagon. And yes, we should be canceling the F-35 and replace it with, stealthy unmanned UAVs, which are still extremely vulnerable to electronic warfare and cyber warfare. Or even just, 1,000 quadcopter drones, because apparently Elon Musk thinks that that's what the future of warfare is, even though no single country is pursuing that. And yeah, people who are about to say Ukraine, have not assessed the Ukraine situation very well. They the people who think that any of the dumb shit Elon Musk says about drones have just literally never heard of electronic warfare or cyber warfare or any other anti-drone countermeasures like lasers and shit. It's pathetic. I'm sick of all this disinformation, this low IQ reformist bullshit. Laserpick has dedicated his life to combating this shit. I'm gonna dedicate significant portion of this channel to combating this shit. But yeah, bottom line is, sorry Pakistani edgelords, you didn't shoot down any Rafales except one, and that alone does not prove at all that Rafale is a horrible, horrible plane. That is why countries like Indonesia and Serbia are still getting Rafales, because they don't listen to your ramblings in the YouTube comment section to make procurement decisions, and they never will. because something you need to be reminded is that social media isn't just a platform available to you. If you've seen it, chances are 4-star generals at procurement have seen it and have likely had conversations about it. And the fact that, they're not canceling all their airplanes, is, or like replacing them with drones or begging for China for new airplanes, is like proof that, maybe they're not too worried about it. That's all I'm gonna say. I think that's it for the rant. Yeah, so basically, stop trusting propaganda. Stop trusting people of the Epstein ethnicity like Pierre Spray or the editors at magazines like The National Interest or Bloomberg or Vanity Fair that spew out all this nonsense BS. And that's all. Yeah, that's all I got. Please return to your normal lives. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, everybody. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, check out all of our content, click that notifications button so you never miss another video. And help us win the YouTube arms race against Mr. Beast by making us the first YouTube channel in world history to get over 1 billion subscribers. This has been J. Edgar Vacuum Cleaner and the Angry Birds family. Peace! J10C is trash, Omega Low. I'm just kidding.